Hey everybody, just wanted to check in, talk about something that's been kind of going on in the news right now with Bill O'Reilly. You know, I've never been like a big fan of Fox News to start with, or CNN for that matter, because I just feel like rather than doing what reporters are supposed to do and report news, both of them report agendas. Both networks seem to, you know, if it's CNN, they tend to lean more towards a liberal or Democratic point of view, and Fox News tends to lean more towards a Republican or conservative point of view. Whereas, you know, if you're a news organization, you're supposed to report news. So whatever party allegiance you have, it should be going out the window and be replaced by good journalism. But that's not what happens with these networks. So I'm not a fan of either one. But, you know, it's kind of funny to me. Bill O'Reilly has been one of the loudest pundits for, you know, human rights. And he has, you know, he went after Ludacris at one point, saying that he was a bad influence on people and his music wasn't good for the community. And I remember one time he had Cameron and Dame Dash on his show, you know, saying they're bad influences and all these rappers are just these horrible people who are bad influences on children. And now he's caught up in this sexual harassment scandal, and this is something that's supposedly been going on for years. And it's like, how dare you criticize people and say how they're a bad influence on people when you're going around your office using your power and using your position in the company to intimidate sexual favors out of women. That's like one of the lamest things I've ever heard in my life. It's like, it's one thing to, you know, to ask someone out, be rejected maybe, you know what I mean? Like, but it's another thing completely to use your position of power to try to force someone to like you. That's as lame as it comes. And not only that, the fact that he was almost threatening, you know, allegedly, I'm saying allegedly, he was threatening people that basically, if you don't do such thus and so, you're not going to keep your job. And that's really lame. But what is so damning about the accusations is that Roger Ailes, who, you know, was the one of the Fox News founders, was also recently dismissed or had to resign from his post because of the same types of allegations. So it doesn't give him a lot of credibility, because it makes it look like this is just something that goes on there. This is something that has been going on for a long time. And there's a couple videos on YouTube with compilations of Fox News anchors where they're talking about being sexist or racist, which, you know, you can edit a video to make it look like you want to. Doesn't necessarily mean that's exactly what's happening. But if you look at some of these videos, they're pretty sexist. You know, some of the stuff that they say to people, some of the ways that they treat the co-hosts that are female, you know, some of the ways that they do things in general just seem to come off as a very, sorry about the camera there, a very sexist and misogynistic manner. And if that's something that's going on company-wide, then, you know, you can't be surprised that Bill O'Reilly got caught up in something like that. I'm interested to know how people feel about the subject, just because of the fact that, you know, a lot of people aren't very political, but it's something that's just been out there in the mainstream. And I thought it was kind of funny that someone who has been such the loudest person, calling people pinheads and all this type of stuff because they don't agree with his point of view, is now caught up in a scandal where everything that he's ever said is being called into question now. So post your comments down below. You comment on the video if you like the content. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully this video isn't too shaky, because I'm using my phone camera and the optical image stabilization is not the best. So you know, if it looks kind of crappy, I might not even post it, but we'll see. But like, share, and subscribe. Tell somebody about Tamias TV. I have more content for you coming soon, and I'm planning on maybe even doing a parody video about Bill O'Reilly. So stay tuned for that. All right, holler at you later.